Hello and welcome to the program. I'm your host, Neal Howard, here on this Health Supplier Segment on Health Professional Radio. Thank you for joining us today. Our guest in studio today is registered dietitian and wellness expert for Natrol, Ms. Shannon Wright. And she's here today to talk with us about Natrol's melatonin, its benefits, and, a lot of great tips how to best use this product. Welcome to the program, Shannon.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now, you're a wellness expert with Natrol as well as a registered dietitian. Which came first?
Well, I gradually migrated to Natrol as a registered dietitian. Mm-hmm. I have 20 years experience in the supplement industry,
right.
And my specialty is kind of supplement education. So Natrol and I were a good fit in terms of their commitment to educating their customers on supplements.
Now, as you say, you have an education background as well. As a wellness expert, talk about Natrol's melatonin and its benefits.
Well, sleep is just so important to overall health, and 50 million people report just really not sleeping well. And Natrol recognizes, kind of that problem, and melatonin really can help meet those needs, can really help you get the sleep that you need.
Are there different types of melatonin, or are we talking about one type of melatonin, or is it processed in a different way? Does Natrol do something different than anyone else with such supplements would do?
Well, there's different doses and different forms of melatonin. It's basically all the same ingredient or the same supplement. And so Natrol recognizes that people may need different doses or different forms in terms of there's a pill you can swallow, there's a liquid, there's a fast dissolve where you don't even have to take it with water, and there's a time release to where it would administer the supplement over a period of time instead of all at once.
Okay, so basically convenience of use based on the patient's needs or desires. How exactly, once it's used, how does it work to better our sleep?
Well, melatonin is a hormone produced naturally in the body, and it's involved in the sleep-wake cycle. So the way melatonin works is, as the sun goes down, our body naturally starts producing melatonin, and it kind of tapers off and stops when the sun comes up. And so that's why it's kind of called the nighttime or darkness hormone. So different things can really affect our body's ability to make it naturally. That could be stress, aging, really erratic sleep schedules, poor diet, even those people are on their TVs and their smartphones at night. That light actually can stop your body's natural production of melatonin.
What would you say to healthcare professionals who are considering melatonin as something that they would recommend?
Well, melatonin, for the healthcare professional to know, it's kind of one of the most studied drug-free sleep aids. The research is really sound and vast in terms of the research is kind of coming out as it helps you fall asleep faster, stay asleep longer, and wake up kind of more refreshed is the three research areas that melatonin has really been proven in. And as a healthcare professional, I tell my patients, that it's safe and that they can take it, 30 minutes before they go to bed and see, if you have benefit from it. Now, not everybody's sleep difficulties are melatonin related, and some people have some really severe sleep problems. And we just always recommend that they do talk to their personal health care professional and loop them in so they can really work together closely to solve sleep issues.
Where would you say that Natrol stacks up against other drug-free sleep aids?
Well, Natrol's the number one selling brand of melatonin.
Right.
And so that in and of itself is proof of their commitment to quality, their commitment to their customers.
As a wellness expert, do you have some tips not only for the best use of melatonin, but how to go ahead and get the conversation started with you or any other healthcare professional about some problems that you may be having with sleep?
Yeah, the best place to start is to just really have that open conversation with your healthcare professional. There's many sleep tips, I guess, that people like to try before going to a supplement. They call it sleep hygiene. So really, as a patient or a client, they really need to look at themselves and what kind of sleep hygiene they have. Do they go to bed at the same time? Do they sleep in a dark room? Is it cool? Are they doing some routines that really help their body make the melatonin it needs? And if they're not, or they are doing that and they're still having some sleep difficulties, then kind of going to a healthcare professional, understanding the different options before you go to your healthcare professional, whether that's melatonin or some people like to take different herbs, but going kind of knowledgeable of the options out there to talk over with your healthcare professional.
And where can our listeners go and learn more about Natrol?
At natrol.com, and it's found on Facebook and Twitter. And Natrol is widespread in the retail market, whether it's products can be found at grocery stores, drug stores, the large retailers.
Great. All right. Well, Shannon, it's been great having you here in the studio with us this afternoon. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You've been listening to Health Professional Radio. I'm your host, Neal Howard, here on this Health Suppliers segment with Shannon Wright, registered dietitian and wellness expert with Natrol. Transcripts and audio of this program are available at healthprofessionalradio.com.au and also at hpr.fm. And you can subscribe to this podcast on iTunes.